You also touched upon this a little earlier, small doses of pain, important to the hustle.
Yes.
Can you just elaborate on that idea a little bit?
Yeah, so this is derived from this idea of hormesis. Hormesis is this idea that repeated exposure to small stressors, right, or stressors in small doses, doesn't do harm, but actually helps us. And so the classic example of hormesis would be, sunlight. So we choose to sunbathe in, 100-degree weather without any skin protection, and the potential for damage, let's say we do it for 10, 15 hours straight, the potential for damage is quite high. And so it's not necessarily a good thing. But what if instead we said, let's allow for some small exposure to sun, so maybe it's 20, 30, 50 minutes a day, whatever it might be, a little sun protection. We're going to gain the benefit of vitamin D. We're going to gain the benefit of the sense of warmth. We're going to gain the benefit of, I got some color, I feel good. And beyond that, the idea is simply this, that when we expose ourselves to the uncomfortable, right, whether it be a new challenge, working as part of a new team, perhaps bringing on an outside consulting firm to help us sort of migrate to where we want to go, there is some pain involved, small doses of pain, right? Business damage that we call it, right? But the benefits or the upside are that you're going to, again, learn something and grow in some way that you probably hadn't seen in previously. And so it's true of the work we do in our minds. I had a stroke when I was 26 and had to sort of figure out how to deal with neuroplasticity issues and growing and healing. And we call that brain damage in the book, and that requires cognitive, complex activities, right? Or another example would be hormesis when we exercise. If we're lifting weights, heavy weights, we're tearing our satellite cells, and when the muscle recovers, we're strengthening those muscle fibers. And that allows us to grow. Am I trying to lift a 10,000-pound truck? No, I'm not, because that would kill me, right? I don't want that. But it's small doses of exercise or small doses of cognitive work or small doses of tasks within your company that are going to help you move forward. And that's this whole notion of hormesis. Small doses of pain which lead to large gains. Again, it's filling that bucket of potential, right? Eventually it overflows. It overflows because you are constantly pushing yourselves to move forward.
And in this chapter, you do talk about the fact that you had a stroke when you were in your 20s, 26, you said?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, and you went temporarily blind.
Correct.
You weren't able to communicate for some time.
Yes.
How did this contribute to any of the input in the book?
I think in the sense that, and this is very much, again, this American ethos of sort of perseverance. I wasn't willing to let the stroke slow me down for the rest of my life. I had to go through a reset period. And I think anyone who deals with real adversity, whether it's cognitive issues or other health issues, heart attack, whatever it might be, or maybe relational challenges at home, or who knows, or reorg within a company, it's akin to this stroke. You have to reflect on it and figure out what the process and path look like moving forward. And again, it's not perfectly laid out how it's going to unfold or evolve, but you have to persevere. I chose to do that. I found support with my girlfriend at the time, my friends and family. My company was incredibly supportive, and I was back on my feet quite quickly. Now, it's astonishing, and I got very lucky that as far as the contribution to the book, again, this is the sense of my evolving identity as an entrepreneur, as a writer, as a producer, an artist, and so forth. All of these things are integrated into my life and deeply meaningful for me, but at the same time, it's part of this hustle, right? It's more money, more meaning, and more momentum, because the book becomes this, and then it leads to the next thing, which is unknown, and so forth, and you keep moving. And that's the idea.